what is transpiring in your world at this very moment in time, dear one, is a cataclysmic revolt of the norm where that is concerned, a cataclysmic revolution of the norm where that is concerned, or what you determine the norm to be where that is concerned. So what is transpiring in your world this time is an uprising, a great uprising, an uprising that is transpiring to a deeper level of truth in the individuals that are now purporting to transpond that truth to the masses where that is concerned. So what is transpiring is an uprising of truth, an uprising of the realization of what is transpiring in the third dimensional realm, and seeing the illusion of the third dimensional realm. So in many ways what is transpiring within the masses, that you call humanity where that is concerned, is an uprising, a revolution as it were where that is concerned, in regards to truth where that is concerned. So what is transpiring for many at this time is moving deeper into the depth and breadth of their heart space to enforce their truth, to enforce the truth of the good of the whole, to enforce the truth of community, harmony, equality, love, and peace, to enforce that truth to those outside of themselves that create the illusion of the third dimensional realm where that is concerned. And what is transpiring for many is a shift in that consciousness. As we've been saying to you many, many times before, dear ones, it's about moving into a higher resonance, a higher vibration of a soul consciousness, of a collective consciousness where that is concerned, about what is for the good of the whole, what is good for the community, what is good for the masses where that is concerned. And that is the truth. That is what is transpiring in your world today. And it is just the beginning of that where that is concerned. As we said to you, dear ones, earlier in your month of February where that is concerned, it was about now detaching yourself from the third dimensional realm. What we mean by that is detaching yourself from the illusion of the third dimensional realm, looking at your attachments to the third dimensional realm. So when you look at the microcosm, what is transpiring in the third dimensional realm right now is a sort of revolution where that is concerned, a revolution of truth, a revolution of equality, a revolution of harmony, peace, where that is concerned. And that is transpiring in the third dimensional realm, in the macrocosm of the third dimensional realm, because what is transpiring, dear ones, in each and every one of you where that is concerned is a revolution of releasing the attachments to the illusion outside of themselves. In many ways, dear ones, society in your vernacular in the third dimensional realm is growing up into adulthood where that is concerned, releasing the need for mom and dad to lead the way for them, healing the wounds of the inner child, and realizing that the innate truth in each and every one of you is peace, community, harmony, equality where that is concerned. So you're moving through the beginning stages of a revolution where that is concerned. And we mean by a revolution, it's not a revolution, dear one, where you're against what is transpiring in the world where that is concerned. You're realizing in the depth and breadth of your heart space, dear ones, of what your truth is. And when seeing that truth, the depth and breadth of the truth of peace, community, harmony, equality, and love where that is concerned, what you are realizing now, what each and every one of you are realizing now, is that what is transpiring in the world outside of you does not resonate with that, does not equal that where that is concerned. So what is transpiring and what you're realizing is that your truth, the truth of peace, community, harmony, equality, and love where that is concerned, is far greater than the illusion of the third dimensional realm. The illusion of the third dimensional realm is to suppress that. It's to suppress truth, peace, community, harmony, equality, and love where that is concerned. And there is now a rising coming up with individuals realizing that what is transpiring in the world is no longer resonating and vibrating for themselves. And now it is about doing something about it where that is concerned. And now it is about moving out, dear ones, not so much about protesting in your vernacular against what is transpiring in the world, because that, dear ones, simply sustains and maintains duality. It is about speaking your truth. What are you for, not what you are against? What are you for, not what you are against where that is concerned? So in many ways it's about seeing, as we have said many, many, many times, we start looking at what is transpiring in the third dimensional realm outside of you, in your governmental systems, in your political systems, in your corporate systems, and ask yourself the question, does it resonate or doesn't it resonate? Many now are taking that in your vernacular seriously where that is concerned. And that is what is transpiring in your world today. Many are now in your vernacular, taking what is transpiring in the world seriously where that is concerned. Moving into, dear ones, the global pause where that is concerned. Giving themselves time to move into the depth and breadth of their heart space. And then seeing that the old world of form is just continuing on outside of itself, day by day, moment by moment, minute by minute. And many are realizing now that is no longer acceptable, because that no longer resonates and vibrates with their truth. So what you're seeing in the world today, dear ones, in the microcosm of each and every one of you, is simply asking yourself now, what is your truth? What is the truth of your being? What is the truth of your being? So as what is transpiring in the world outside of you in the macrocosm, you're now moving to the depths and breadths of transparency and authenticity, meaning what you are seeing is the lowest dense vibrational aspects of the illusion outside of yourself revealing itself. And within that, there are individuals in your life, perhaps, that are now revealing who they truly are, where that is concerned. And as you observe what is transpiring, we have always asked you the question, how does that make you feel? Does it resonate and vibrate with you? Many now are taking that seriously. Many now are taking that seriously and looking at, how can I act in the world to shift the resonance and vibration? Not change what is transpiring in the world, but shift the resonance and vibration. Shift the resonance and vibration in a collective consciousness, which we've been asking you to do each and every moment for quite some time now. Seeing what is important to you. Seeing that the most important aspect is a collective consciousness of peace, community, harmony, and equality, and togetherness. We are one. I am one. We are all. I am all. We are one. So it is about now looking at this, dear ones, and seeing and asking yourself, what is my part in the equation of this? What is important for me to be? Who is it important for me to be? So it is about moving into the beingness of your truth, emanating that resonance and vibration of your truth, not your beliefs, not what you believe in. Because there is a difference between beliefs and truth. Your truth, dear ones, is peace, community, harmony, equality. That is, dear one, the innate truth that you are incarnated into this third dimensional realm with. You have learned everything else. You have learned duality. You have learned, in your vernacular, hate. You have learned it through your wounding. You have learned it through your models. It is now time, dear ones, to see your models. And ask yourself, does that resonate and vibrate with me? What is my resonance and vibration? Am I still opposing what is transpiring in the world? Or am I simply moving into the powerfulness of my being? This is why we continually ask you, dear ones, moving into the powerfulness and greatness of yourself. Are you seeing yourself as powerful and great, and that your voice, you matter, your expression matters? And bringing out into the world that truth, dear ones, with love, peace, community, harmony, and equality. And joining together in a collective consciousness of that. To bring that message to the world, to shift the level and vibration of the world. By opposing what is transpiring outside of you, by opposing whomever you are in relationship, by opposing what is transpiring in the world, you are just feeding it energy, because that, dear ones, is the old world of form. And there are many, dear ones, fighting to the death to keep that old world of form in place. But what is transpiring and shifting right now, dear ones, is those who are fighting to the death to keep the old world of form in place are now, in many ways, dear ones, becoming frightened. Because they're seeing that what is in the masses is love, peace, community, harmony, and equality. They are seeing and they are being threatened. And when they are threatened, they hold on for dear life. When the old is threatened within you, in the microcosm, you hold on for dear life. To keep that old in place, because it is your comfort zones. It is what you know. The unknown is out there, dear ones. So there are many, dear ones, in the illusion of the third dimensional realm, in your political systems, in your governmental systems, in the corporate systems, that are holding on for dear life, fighting to hold on in opposition to what is transpiring in the world, where the resonance and vibration of the world is raising. So we ask each and every one of you in the microcosm of your life, of who you are, in the depth of who you are, where are you opposing what is transpiring in the world? In the macrocosm of the world and in the microcosm of your personal life in your vernacular. Where are you opposing as opposed to moving together in peace, community, harmony, and equality to express the depth of your truth at a high vibrational level that will shift the collective consciousness? And that is happening now, dear ones, in what you may call a revolution of truth, a revolution of breaking down the walls of the illusion in the third dimensional realm. That is what is transpiring. But it is about seeing how you are doing that. Are you doing it by opposing? Are you against? Are you fighting? As you maintain the fight within yourself, the fight outside of yourself will perpetuate. So it is about moving into the beingness of your truth, the peace of who you are, and know that the full expression of that truth is needed in the world. Dear ones, you are needed in the world outside of you. Look at your talents, gifts, and abilities. How can you utilize your talents, gifts, and abilities to express the truth of your being in the world? It is now time, dear ones, on a microcosm basis, in you personally, dear ones, to see the greatness, the importance, and the powerfulness of the expression of your truth. As we leave at this wonderful and most glorious time, dear one, what we ask each and every one of you to do is remain consistent. Do not give up. Do not give up. Remain consistent. Remain consistent in speaking your truth. For your truth, dear one, should not die. And the expression should not die. Remain consistent in bringing the truth to the world. Remain consistent in speaking your truth. Do not tire of speaking your truth. Do not tire of expressing your truth. Expressing your truth is expressing the beingness of you. Expressing your truth is what you always wanted to do and desired to do. Quite possibly repressing and suppressing it based upon your conditioning and your wounding. It is time now, dear ones, to rise up, if you so choose, and remain consistent. Remain consistent in speaking your truth. Remain consistent, however that is, and begin as the consistency builds on a moment-by-moment basis, on a day-by-day basis, on a week-by-week basis, on a month-by-month basis. Remaining consistent in both your personal process and remaining consistent about expressing your truth to the world of peace, community, harmony, equality, and love. Remain consistent in doing that. You will then see the shift and the change that is in and always has been your intention.